And I noticed you said on the panel too, like everyone's talking about workforce shortages, but you used a different term. You said workforce readiness. So maybe can you tell me a little bit about that and what that means to you?
There is a shortage, and I don't want to like say there isn't, because there is. And there's a shortage of engineers, there's a shortage of surveyors. And so what we're trying to do in Oklahoma, as we said on the panel, is we're trying to find a way to define roles that may or may not be an engineer, and build these micro-credentials. I mentioned workforce readiness. So what's happening is, for example, we may have folks coming out of college that may not be ready for the workforce because academia is not teaching at a level that we need them to. Not throwing shade at academia because they're doing a great job, but there's some other things that they need to be showing those students when they get out to the workforce. My daughter's actually becoming a civil engineer, and I kind of laugh. I said she's going to be kind of unimpressed when she gets here because some of the tools aren't going to be as what she thinks they're going to be. Some of the things that I heard this week, I was chatting with one of your colleagues, and I was mentioning, sometimes what I'm seeing is there's no soft skills. And he challenged me. He says, yes, there are soft skills. It's not the ones you're looking for. For example, maybe the workforce that's coming out today understands text messaging. They want their read receipts. And that might translate into something how we do our design reviews in the future.
And what do you think about when thinking about this new generation and having something like the Bentley co-pilot, like we talked about today? Mm-hmm. Where do you see that coming into play? And that might be in multiple applications. How do you see that helping with a DOT or even this new generation kind of expecting tech similar to what they grew up with?
Again, I think the workforce that's coming up, they're going to demand it. That's what they're going to want. It's a little bit of a challenge for my generation, and especially the generation before me. My generation kind of sees it. It writes great emails. But we can do much more with AI. What we have to understand is the ethical use in the engineering side of the world, and how we can apply that to our tools moving forward, like the Bentley tools. What I've seen over this last few days has been nothing short of pretty awesome. That being said, I think from a government perspective, we need to embrace this and try to understand what does this mean for us, and where can we deploy in a manner that's ethical.